you all are fine. Hello, dear students. How are you all? Hope you all are fit and healthy at your home. I'm Sandhya Patel, your science teacher from Saint Mary High School. So, we have already started our class 6 science, right? And we have started our first chapter, that is food. Where does it come from? So, let's quickly revise what we have studied in our previous class. In our previous class, we have studied about different parts of plant as a food product, right? Different parts of plant as a food product. We have seen that we are eating fruit of different plants as a food. For example, cauliflower, broccoli, banana, etc. Right? We've also seen the stems of different plants which we are eating. For example, the stem of sugarcane plant and the stem of banana which are used as a food in different region or different part of India. Then we have seen the underground stem which we are using as a food. For example, potato, onion, garlic and ginger. This was the example, right? Then we have discussed the leaves of various plants that we are using as a food. For example, spinach, mint, coriander, etc. Right? Then we have also seen the fruits of different plants that we are using as a food. That is, we are using brinjal, chili and spice. So these were the examples. So I hope this all things were clear to you all. Now let's move ahead. Let's see what is next given in your chapter. So let's see animal products as food. In this we are going to see various animal products that we are using as a food. So tell me which products is this? These are the animal products which we are obtaining from the animals. We have also discussed the definition of animal product, or we have also discussed the animal products. What are animal products? The food products. The food products that we get from animals are called animal products. The food products that we get from animals are called animal products. We have already discussed this, right? We have discussed that whichever product we are obtaining from the animal are known as animal products. Animal products like meat, egg, honey, milk, cheese, butter, curd are eaten by human beings. So these are the animal products which have been obtained from different animals and is being eaten by human beings. So see the picture and tell me what is this. So this is a picture of meat, right? This is a picture of meat. So this is the one of the animal product which we are using as a food. So let's see what are meat. What is meat? Meat of animals like goat, chicken, fish, and prawns is commonly eaten. You all know that goat, chicken, fish, and prawns. The meat of these animals are commonly eaten by different humans. What is this? This is the egg. This is the egg, right? Egg. Hence, egg is the most common bird egg eaten in the world. We know that humans are eating egg of the hen. So this is the most common bird egg which is been eaten by the human in the whole world. Now, it is a rich source of protein and vitamins. We all know that egg is a very rich source of protein and vitamins. We all know, right? This thing which we all know that we are getting protein and vitamins from the egg. Some people also eat eggs of goose and duck. Some people also eat the eggs of goose and duck. Commonly, hen's egg is eaten everywhere, but some people also eat egg of the goose and duck. Now let's see the another animal product as food. Which what is this? What is this? This is the honey. So let's see honey. Honey is a sweet liquid made by bees from the nectar of the flower. This thing we know, right? Who make the honey? We all know that bees are making the honey. So how they are making the honey? They suck the nectar of flower, right? We know that bees are sucking the nectar of the flower, and with the help of that nectar, they make the honey. Honey is collected from beehives. Honey is collected from beehives. It is used in cooking and also has medicinal value. So we all know how honey is made by the bees. What they do, they take the nectar from the flower and they take it to their beehives. We all know that where honey lives, they live in their beehives. So they take the nectar from the flower and take it to the beehives, and there they make the honey. And the how honey is collected, from where it is collected, it is collected from the beehives. We all know that it is also used in cooking and also has a medicinal value. Medicinal value means it is being used in different medicine. Now let's see another animal product. What is this? This is a milk, right? This is a milk. Milk is obtained from animals like cow, buffalo and goat. It is very nutritious food item and is rich source of protein. Milk is basically rich source of protein. We all know that from milk we obtain protein, and it is very useful for our body. It gives us strength and nutrition, right? Milk also contains calcium, which is required for bone growth and nerve function. So along with the proteins, milk also contains calcium, and calcium is very much important, very much required for the proper growth of bone, and it is also required for the function of nerves. Now let's see another. Now you must be knowing that various milk products are being made from the milk. Various milk products are made from the milk. Which milk products are being made from the milk? Can you name them? For example, ghee, butter, cheese, paneer, etc. So these are the milk products that been made from the milk. So let's see the different milk products. Milk products. So try to identify this picture. What is this? This is paneer. You must be eating at your home, right? So this is the paneer. What is this? This is the cheese, and the last one is cream. So let's see one by one all of them. Paneer. It is also known as cottage cheese. It is known as cottage cheese. Common methods of making paneer include adding lemon juice or vinegar to milk. Then the liquid portion of milk is drained off and the solid part form the paneer. This process is called curdling. This process is called curdling. So how paneer is made? So the common method which is used for making paneer is that we add milk. The common method of making paneer is we add lemon juice or vinegar into the milk. Then after we add milk, then after when we add lemon juice or vinegar to milk, what happens? The milk will be separated into two parts, that is liquid portion and solid portion. And then what we do? We drain off the liquid portion and take the solid portion, and we make paneer from that, right? And this whole process is called curdling. This whole process is called curdling. Now let's see cheese. Cheese is made from curdled milk of cow, goat, sheep or buffalo. Does the cheese make? From where does the cheese is made? It is made from the curdled milk of cow, goat, sheep or buffalo. Cream. This is the cream, right? So cream is made by collecting the top fatty layer of the milk. Cream is made by collecting the top fatty layer of the milk. From where does the cream is made? The top fatty layer that collect on above the milk, that is collected, and from that cream is made. Now let's see another milk products. So try to identify the picture which pictures are there. This first one is butter, right? First one is butter. The second one is ghee, and the third and last one is curd. Now let's see one by one all of them. Butter. Butter is made by churning fresh cream. Butter is made by churning fresh cream. So what from where from where the butter is made? It is made from cream. How it is made? By churning. By churning the fresh cream, the butter is made. Now let's see ghee. Ghee is made by gently heating the butter and removing the solid part. How ghee is made? It is made by gently heating the butter. The butter is gently heated and the solid matter which is there, it is removed, and this way the ghee is made. Now let's see curd. Common method of making curd include adding a small sample of curd in warm milk. The microorganism or bacteria present in the curd sample turn the milk into the curd. How curd is made? Commonly, first warm milk is taken, then in that small amount of curd is mixed or it is added. Then what happens? The microorganism or the bacteria present in the curd turns the milk into the curd. So this is how the curd is made. So I hope the milk products are clear to you all. Now let's see. What do animals eat? What do animals eat? Now animals are divided into three different types based on their food habit. Now the question is, what is food habit? Let's see what is food habit. The method of eating or choices of food followed by living organism is called food habit. The method of eating or choices of food followed by living organism is called food habit. So food habit is basically whatever whatever food is being eaten by living organism or the choices of food they are eating are known as food habit. For example, some people eat only vegetables, right? Some people only eat vegetables while some also eat meat, chicken, right? So we are saying that we can say that a living organism can be divided into different types on the basis of their food habits, right? So let's see. For example, a rabbit eats grass or plant-based food. We all know, right? We all know this, that rabbit is eating grass as a food. Based on the food habits, animals are categorized into three types. So I have just said, right, that animals been divided into different types on the basis of their food habits. So there are how many types? There are three types. So let's see which are the animals. So types of animals on based on their food habits. So carefully observe these three. First is herbivores. First is herbivores. Second one is carnivores and third is omnivores. So there are three different types of animals based on the food habits they have. First is herbivores, second is carnivores and third is omnivores. So let's see one by one all of them. First, herbivores. So let's see which type of food they eat. Animals which feed on plants are called herbivores. Animals which feed on plants are called herbivores. Whichever animals eating plants, they are known as herbivores. So let's see example. Can you tell me different example? Do you know an example for herbivore animal? So let's see one by one. So which animal is this? This is a cow. We all know that cow is a herbivore animal, right? They eat plants. The second picture is of horse. This is also an herbivore. The third picture is of zebra. It is also an herbivore, right? This is a herbivorous animal. The fourth is of elephant, then deer, then goat. So you can say that these animals are herbivorous animals. Why they are herbivorous animals? Because they eat plant as their food. Why you can say that these are herbivorous animals? Because they eat plant as their food. So there are many more examples of the herbivores. Now what you have to do? You have to write in a notebook different herbivores animals which you know, right? In your Now what you have to do, you have to write different herbivores animal which you know. Now next, carnivores or carnivorous animals. Now let's see which type of food habit they have, or which type of animal are known as carnivores or carnivorous animals. Animals which feed on other animals are called carnivores. Animals which feed on other animals are called carnivores. So you can say that carnivores are animals who feed on different animals or on other animals, right? They do not eat they do not eat plants. So the animals eating the other animals are known as carnivores. So let's see the example. First picture is of lion, right? The first picture is of lion. We all know that lion eat other animal as their food, So they are known as carnivores, right? So they are known as carnivores. The second picture is of tiger. The third one is fox, right? This is a fox. Then the fourth is leopard. This is leopard. Leopard is also an carnivore animal, right? The fifth one is bear. Sorry. The fifth one is panda. This is also a carnivore animal. And the last one is crocodile. This is also a carnivorous animal. So I hope this all things are clear to all. Now what you have to do, you have to write different other carnivore animal which you know. Now let's see the third type, that is omnivores. Now which type of animals or organism are known as omnivores? Let's see. Animals which fed on both plants and other animals are called omnivores. Animals which feed on both plants and other animals are called omnivores. So this type of animal, what they eat both plants and animals as their food, So let's see the example. First is bear. This is bear, right? First is bear. Do you know what bear eat? It also eat honey, and it also eat fish and different small insects. So they are known as omnivores. We humans, right? Human beings are also eating both the things, right? They are also eat plants, as for example vegetables, fruits. These are the things which obtained by the plant, from the plants, right? So they eat both plant products and animal products. So they are also known as omnivores. The third example is dogs, then squirrels, fish, crow, or you can say all other birds. So these are the examples of omnivores. Now you have to write other examples of omnivores which you know in your notebook. So I hope all these things are clear to you all. So for today, this much only. So let's quickly revise what we have studied in today's class. So what we have studied? We have studied animal products as a food. Right? We have seen different animal products which we are using as a food. First, what we have seen? We have seen meat as a food product. Then after meat, we have seen egg. Then after egg, which product was that? That was food product. After honey, we have seen milk as a food product. Then after this thing, we have seen different milk products. Which different milk products we have seen? We have seen about paneer, ghee, butter, cheese, cream, etc. Right? So this milk product we have seen. After that, we have seen what animals eat. In that we have seen that there are three types of animal based on their food habits. Which were they? They are first herbivores, second carnivores, and third is omnivores. What does an carnivore what does herbivores animal eat? They eat plant as a food. And carnivores, they eat animal as a food, and omnivores they feed both, and omnivores they feed on both animal as well as plant. So this all so these things we have discussed in today's class. So I hope these all things are clear to all. So now homework time. What you have to do in your textbook, there are two tables given, table number 1.5 and table number 1.6, that you have to solve at your home as a homework. So I hope everything is clear to all. So thank you so much, and make sure that you do revision at your home. Whatever I have teach you today, you have to do revision at your home. Thank you so much.